And I learned that in 2022 when I first got started, because I saw how much. I'll give you a brief story that I've told this a couple times. I think I told Nick Freitas this story too. But in 2022, the Uvalde, Texas shooting happened.
Mm-hmm.
Right after that happened, there was a Facebook post that I randomly saw when I was scrolling of a Marine on the parade deck at San Diego, I believe it was, or Paris Island, one of the two. His parents were with him. One of the parents that was with him, his mother, was one of the school teachers that was shot and lost her life at that school. His father ended up passing away the same week from heart
Oh
failure.
yeah, yeah.
That Marine was a reservist. He wasn't an active duty Marine, but he's still a Marine, right? Went to recruit training. He was a student at a university in Texas. And I saw that this Facebook post had a GoFundMe link to it. I was like, okay, well, let's see if I can find the GoFundMe. Found the GoFundMe. I was like, I need to do something. This is an opportunity for me to like do something good to help somebody, because this kid just lost both of his parents in the same week, and it's not covered by anything. So I shared it to every major page that I knew, anybody that had a large following, anybody that had um, a large social media presence, mostly vets, mostly people that were affiliated with the military. And I watched that GoFundMe go up by multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars that day. It got shared by some accounts with like 2 million plus Instagram followers, for example. And that defining moment for me was when I was like, I need to build my platforms up so that I'm big enough and have enough reach so that I can do this without asking anybody else for help. That was the big thing that got me started right there. Now, obviously, we've had a lot of twists and turns. We've done some other philanthropy events and endeavors that were philanthropic in nature throughout the course of the time, but that was the defining, like, that was the catalyst for me. And I never forget that, and I try to tell that story when I have the opportunity to remind myself, not only to tell the story, but so I can remember, like, that's where you started. That's the reason you started in the first place. You need to make sure that you don't forget to get back to that. For me, I need to remind myself, right? Because like you can really do a lot of good with this stuff. There's a lot of negative stuff that goes along with it too, and it seems like this really polarizing sometimes because there's a lot of polarization with like belief systems and stuff. But at the end of the day, like the whole reason I started this stuff was so I could benefit other people or help people in some way. Specifically, like in the veteran community. There's a lot of veteran related nonprofits that I try to do work with when I have the opportunity to, and I try to help. I try to help out whenever I can. But there's a lot of other stuff outside of veteran